taking you outside at 7:30 on this Thursday morning. And boy, is the snow coming down. I just had a viewer text me and use some verbiage to describe the snow I used earlier in the show, and kind of enjoy it.
Moderna has begun testing whether giving a third dose of their original vaccine would offer an extra immune boost against COVID-19 variants. We've got everything you need to know about COVID-19 today.
And in less than an hour, we have a first look at a Bloomsday tradition. We're giving you a look at the official Bloomsday poster.
Up with KREM begins now.
Hey, if you're not near your screen, take a look at this video. Yesterday, WashDOT crews used a helicopter for avalanche control. You can see it there coming down the mountain. This is on Snoqualmie Pass. Now, this was controlled, of course, but crews say it was a success. And this morning, all of our major mountain passes are open, but yeah, it could be pretty dicey with more snow on the way, especially in the Cascades.
It doesn't hit you till you see those huge trees just toppling over like that, right?
Breaking them like a toothpick.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, welcome back to Up with KREM. Thanks so much for sticking with us this morning. Of course, the snow stacking up across the inland Northwest. Jeremy Legoo is tracking how much we are expecting when it's all said and done.
But first, we do want to check in with Nicole Hernandez, who is out in the snow for us this morning. Nicole, we know you love being out in the snow. Let us know what it's like right now.
Yeah, you say it sarcastically, but Joshua, I do like being out here. I love the snow. It's so much fun. But it is causing some issues. So we've only had snow coming down for just over an hour now. And first of all, it is hard to be out in. It's really coming at you with the wind. So if you are coming out and about, just be ready for that wind to really push that into either you walking around or into your car as well, causing some visibility issues. But just take a look. I've really been doing this every hit, and every single time we've been seeing more and more snow accumulated on the ground here. You know, now coming up to about my fingernail depth now, as for how much snow we've actually gotten here in the valley. But take a look at what that means for our roads this morning. More and more snow piling up on our roads. Harder and harder driving conditions. We have been driving around, finding new spots to show you. Right now we're looking at Sprague, just west of Pines, and when we were driving around earlier, making those turns, going at those stoplights, you're definitely feeling that slippery conditions. We were fishtailing a little bit as we were accelerating, so just make sure you're extra careful on the roads this morning. Go slow, just like these cars are doing right here. You can see this is a very busy road, but these cars are going much slower right now than they would be on a regular day, and that's exactly what we need to do that and leave space between you and other cars in case something does happen and you lose that traction. So as the snow continues coming down, we're just going to continue seeing it build up. So just be ready for that, and maybe if you can, head out a little bit early so that you give yourself the time and beat some of the snow that's still continuing to come down. In Spokane Valley, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Nicole, it is awesome to see that snow pile up. When you were sitting there between 5 and 6 o'clock this morning and nothing was happening, did you trust it was coming?
I did. You know, at first I was like, Mother Nature really doesn't want me to be out here talking about snow, but as soon as it hit hard. Yeah,
it hit hard, and boy, are things changing. So thank you for being out there. We'll check back in with you here shortly, but let's give you an update on what we are seeing around town, because there's no doubt about it. You saw it in Nicole's shot. You can see it here. Downtown, snow is coming down, reducing visibility, and look at the roads on the bottom of your screen. Covered already, and boy, is it coming down. It's coming down too fast for cars to really make a dent in it in a lot of those areas, and this big squall moving through is going to eventually make its way over toward Nicole, and that's going to drop visibility over there. You can see Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint not seeing the heavy snow just yet, but with temps down below freezing, all of that snow is sticking and sticking quickly. 1 to 4 inches of snow in the lowlands. Here in Spokane, 1 to 2, depending on where you are. Coeur d'Alene, 2 to 3, even 4 up in some of those hills around town. And then as you make your way up into the mountains, we're talking snow measured in feet. It is going to be crazy snowy. You can see the front moving through, and here we go into the thickest part of it, and it is going to last for the next about hour and a half and eventually start winding down. But even as it winds down, we'll hang on to some post-frontal instability, some scattered and isolated showers this afternoon. But with temps up above freezing, those are likely rain. We'll continue to watch that even for tomorrow morning's potential, but here you go. From near freezing to well above later today, we're watching temps climb up to the low 40s by this afternoon.
All right, let's get to breaking news. Just into the Up with KREM newsroom right now. There is a major crash on I-90 blocking the right lane. This is eastbound on I-90 near the 195 interchange, a known trouble spot as you merge onto I-90. It is very slick out there right now, and it is causing significant delays on the interstate, of course, on I-90 and on 195 coming up north from like the Pullman area. So again, be careful out there. The roads are slick. I'm keeping a close eye on traffic all morning long for you here on Up with KREM, and we'll keep you up to speed. Joshua?
Morning here. We do want to let you know of 3 things you need to know today about COVID-19 here at 7:35 this morning. Number 1, 12 inmates at the Spokane County Jail downtown have tested positive for coronavirus. According to a county press release, Spokane County Detention Services is working with the health district to address and contain current cases. Now, no cases were reported among staff, and no cases have been reported at the Geiger facility. Meanwhile, we are also wrapping up our second week in phase 2 of Washington's reopening plan. The state will release more data on Friday to determine if we can remain in phase 2 of reopening. Number 2, FDA vaccine advisors will meet on Friday to discuss whether to recommend Johnson & Johnson's vaccine for emergency use authorization. The FDA says it's 66% effective in global trials and even more effective, 72%, in U.S. trials. It also offers strong protection against severe COVID symptoms, and it would be the first single-dose shot available in the U.S. Some people might be wondering why get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine if it's less effective than the other 2 available right now. Here's what an expert told KREM 2's Mark Hanrahan.
Because Johnson & Johnson is a one and done. So it's a single dose regimen. And so if you think about on a population level, if you're trying to vaccinate a whole bunch of people very quickly, there's potential bottlenecks with supply, distribution, and administration. It really makes a lot of sense to get everybody protected as quickly as possible with the one and done. And 72% in the United States is pretty good protection, rather than needing both of those doses like with Moderna and Pfizer to get to that 94, 95% protection.
Right now, experts do say things look promising for the approval of the vaccine. Number 3, Moderna has also begun testing whether simply giving a third dose of their original vaccine could offer an extra immune boost against variants of COVID-19. Moderna announced on Wednesday it's been brewing experimental doses of its vaccine, which better match the mutated strains of the virus. Company officials say they're ready to test how it works. Health authorities say the first-generation COVID-19 vaccines do still protect against the variants of the virus that are now emerging in different parts of the world.
Coming up now on 7:38 this morning, we want to check in with Dana Marie McNichol. Today, the U.S. Postal Service is getting an upgrade. Dana Marie tells us about the new mail trucks.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Jen. Check it out behind me. This is the new truck and exactly what it will look like. This new fleet of mail trucks aim to be environmentally friendly. Some will use gas, but others will be electronic. So here's some of the new features. They're going to have a 360 backup camera, air conditioning. Can you believe those mail trucks didn't have air conditioning before? They also have airbags and a couple other features to make sure those drivers stay safe. The vehicles also have more room for packages and blind spot warnings. So all great things. They need an upgrade. You may be wondering how many will be made and how much will it cost? Well, Oshkosh Defense will assemble 50 to 165,000 of the next new generation delivery vehicles, as its existing U.S. manufacturing facilities will get a $482 million budget towards retooling and building out its new factories. Now, USPS described the deal as the first part of a multi-billion-dollar 10-year effort to replace all of the delivery vehicle fleets. So check this TikTok out. Someone made this kind of funny, showing the design, the newly renovated car. Yeah, a lot of people responding to this on social media, saying that this might be the first car to need bangs. Looks like it's in a Pixar movie. You're gonna have to wait until 2023, guys, to see this out and about in our roads. But what do you think?
Love it. I love it. Joshua does not. I love it. Many reasons that I love it. First and foremost, I can actually hear my mailman coming down the street when he's still like 5 houses away. That car is like,
Yeah, because you'll be able to hear it now too, because everyone will be laughing at it as it's driving down the street. Now, let me just say this: it doesn't matter if it's ugly. If it serves a great purpose, then it's fine. Who cares if it's ugly? But it is ugly.
Function over form. Function is
Right.
beautiful.
I do think the function is something to talk about because it is so tall. Everyone orders packages online now. They probably have to get in and out of that car so many times that it needs to be tall for them to stand up and get in and out, I would think.
Yeah, and it's only going. So a hybrid technology would make it much more fuel efficient, and you don't have to worry about aerodynamics. It's perfect.
I can't believe no one else is taking my side. How hideous this thing
No, I don't
is.
think it's attractive, Joshua.
Leaving me on the island.
No,
like,
I
wow.
will back
you
you
two,
up.
you two
I'll
stay
back
on the
you
left
up.
side of the screen. Get
Okay.
over there. Get over there.
We're being told to wrap. We have to leave this segment.
Okay, Dana Marie, thanks so much for that story. 7:40 now. Well, this morning a new monument now sits at the site of a toppled statue in Portland. Who the state is honoring and other stories from around the Northwest are up ahead.
Snow's coming down here, and snow is coming down in Snoqualmie. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of snow. We'll give you an update on it coming up. All right, get out of the snow. That looks like someone from King. It's got to be. There you go. That's amazing. Dive in. We've got more coming up.
That reporter just wanted to see what was going on. Active live shot. We love it. All right. Well, now we have the poster, which you can see right here in front of me. It's really unique if you ask me, but that's not all we have to surprise with you this morning, a surprise we want to share with you. Coming up in 20 minutes, we'll be able to unveil other special things about the race this year. Stick around.